Hello and welcome back, and today we are going to be looking at the 10 richest people in the earth in 2023, starting from the last to the first. At number 10 we have Michael Bloomberg. Bloomberg founded his information company Bloomberg LP in 1981. He owns 88% of the business. He got his start in Wall Street in 1966 with an entry-level job at Salomon Brothers, which is a bank. He was fired 15 years later. A major philanthropist, he has donated over $12.7 billion to gun control, climate change, and other causes. He announced his run for presidency in the US in 2019 but later dropped out in March 2020, pumping millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, to defeat Donald Trump in 2020. He has been the mayor of New York for 12 years. At number 9 in a follow-up story we have Mark Zuckerberg. Sorry I said that. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook at Harvard in 2004 at the age of 19. He has a net worth of $107.2 billion. He took Facebook public in 2012 May and now owns 13% of the company's stock. He changed the name to Meta in 2021 to shift the company's focus to the metaverse. December 2015, Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla Chan pledged to give away 99% of their Facebook stake over their lifetimes. I see a pattern here. Maybe I'm just being skeptical. At number 9 we have Sergey Brin, who has a net worth of $106.9 billion. Brin stepped out from Alphabet, which was the parent company of Google, and he was a major owner. He moved to the US from Russia when he was 6 years old at the wake of anti-Semitism against his family. He founded Google with Larry Page in 1998 after the two met at Stanford University while studying for computer science. Number 7 we have Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. Bill Gates is worth $108.2 billion in net worth. He turned his fortune from software firm Microsoft into diversified holdings, including investments in zero carbon energy. In May 2021, Bill Gates and her wife announced that they were ending their marriage after 27 years. Thereafter, her wife got $6 billion worth of shares in public companies, that is, Melinda, as part of the divorce settlement. To date, Bill Gates has contributed at least $59 billion to the Gates Foundation as philanthropist, including a $20 billion gift announced in July 2022. Most of his donations were in terms of Microsoft stock. At number 6 is Larry Page with a net worth of $111.3 billion. Page, together with Sergey Brin, invented Google, but he stepped down from the company as the CEO in 2019. He remains a board member and a controlling shareholder, also a founding investor in space exploration. Number 5 is the one and only Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett owns Berkshire Hathaway, did I spell that right? Which owns dozens of companies including Geico, battery maker Duracell, and a restaurant chain known as Dairy Queen. He's the son of a US congressman and bought his first stock at the age of 11, filed his taxes at the age of 13, and has promised to donate over 99% of his wealth, just like SBF and Gates and every other person you've heard, giving more than $51 billion. Mostly to the Gates Foundation and his kids' foundation. In 2010, he and Bill Gates launched the Giving Pledge, asking billionaires to donate at least half of their wealth to charitable causes. Insane, right? Moving on to number 4, we have Larry Ellison, who is the co-founder of the software giant Oracle. He owns about 35% of it. He gave up the Oracle role in 2014 after 37 years. He has a net worth of $135.9 billion. All has grown through acquisition of software companies, the biggest, which was $28.3 billion for electronic health records company Sana in 2021. In 2020, Ellison moved to the Hawaiian island, of which he bought for $300 million. He sat on Tesla's board for 5 years and owns about 15 million shares in the electric car maker. These shares are known as the Oracle of Omaha. At number 3, we have Jeff Bezos, who founded the e-commerce giant Amazon in 1994 out of his Seattle garage. Bezos currently has a net worth of $148.8 billion US. He and his wife divorced in 2019 after 25 years of marriage, and he transferred a quarter of his 16% stake to her. He has donated over $400 million worth of stock to non-profits in 2022, though it's unclear of which organizations. He also owns the Washington Post, Blue Origin, which is an aerospace company developing rockets. He once flew to space in July 2021. Bezos also said that he intends to give away majority of his wealth in his lifetime without disclosing specific details, something like SBF or Bill Gates. At number 2, we have Bernard Arnault, who owns the Louis Vuitton empire of 75 fashion cosmetic brands, including LV and Sephora. LV or Arnault acquired American jewelry Tiffany & Co. in 2021 for $15.8 billion, which is believed to have been the biggest brand acquisition ever. He has a holding company known as Algae Ventures, which owns businesses and has shares in Netflix and TikTok's parent company, ByteDance. His father made a small fortune in construction, and Arnault got his start by putting $15 million from that business to buy Christian Dior in 1984. His 5 children work at his company, and he wants to give equal stakes to all 5 of them. Sounds like a good father. He has a net worth of $183.7 billion US. And with that, let's move on to our first person who everyone knows, and that would be Elon Musk. Elon Musk co-founded 6 companies, including car maker Tesla, rocket producer SpaceX, and tunneling startup The Boring Company. He owns about 23% of Tesla between stock and options, and has pledged some of his shares as collateral for loans. SpaceX is worth about $127 billion after a funding round. It quadrupled its value in 3 years. The Boring Company, which aims to defeat traffic, raised $675 million in April at a $5.7 billion valuation. Twitter's board agreed to sell the company to Musk for $44 billion. This was after he disclosed that he had a 9.1% stake and threatened a hostile takeover. That was the list of the 10 richest people in the world. Thank you for making it this far, and stay tuned because I have a lot more coming up. See you next time, and bye.